Sorry, can't let you through without authorization. Look, I don't know what that's supposed to be, but it's not...
All right, lads, D.I. Shelley, they're with me. Do us both a favour and don't go flashing that letter around out here. The boys on the cordons haven't been briefed. As far as they're concerned, this is all just heightened awareness after the terrorist attack in Tokyo. But I don't deal with the bureaucracy. I deal with the truth. About the secret London. About the Templars. I'd say, I hope you know what you're getting yourself into. But you have no idea. Even I only get as involved as I have to, for the sake of us little people. You've seen it on the news. The Tokyo incident. That's what happens when your new crowd lets things get out of hand. Not here. Not on my watch. That's the deal. That's always been the deal. You'll be safe inside, Eldwick. Go see one of the prophets prophesying up the road by the tube station. They'll fill you in on the kind of crazy you've got ahead of you. Best be prepared. My sincerest condolences.
Now, welcome to London. This is where you enter the place, and I've got a lot to talk about.
The road's closed.
This letter
and all the others connecting, wherever we are.
Yes, wherever we are. I've got a lot to talk about, so we're going to explore London a little bit, take a bit of a windy path to get to where we go to. We just need to go straight ahead of us there to that marker 108 metres ahead. But I'm going to have a wander around and just look at London itself. As you can see, here is the map of London. You've got all sorts of markers on. They've now changed the game to what they call the something player experience, but that's a good start. But what it is basically they've sort of made it a lot easier to get through. The enemies are a little bit easier. There's not quite as many in certain places. Missions and things, you can light them up on the map now to find things, and it's all done within the goal of trying to facilitate you getting through the story, because the story is what this is all about. Now let's go back to the intro, which can be quite confusing for a few people, and it started where a strange glowing bee flew in and was sacrificed itself by crawling inside you, and what it did was it awakened you to a thing called anima, which is magic, the magical world, the supernatural world, and basically unlocked the anima potential within inside you. It sort of like took away the barriers that are stopping you from discovering it. And as you can see, your character has a bit of difficulty at first. The power is so raw, so powerful, that just exploded out of her, damaging the area, and it took her several days to learn to control it, but eventually she found that she could control it. This is all London. That's tabula rasa. We'll deal with all this at later dates. Straight ahead of us there is the clothing store, which we'll want to go to once we've got some money. And now that your character has suddenly become part of this supernatural world, they're basically, because their anima is unlocked. Huh, let's have a look at what that is. I've not noticed that before. Jesse Williams, Theo Meerkit, Joseph Burl, Josephine Beck, Alexandra Ashtrior, Christopher K. Chalk, Didier Barillet, Samantha Taverner, Tyler Bernard Morrow, Jerome Charney and Michael Filtenborg. The War of Whispers. You are a sibling to secrets and a companion to echoes. You will not be remembered, saved by us shadows. What happened is, you know, in a way, through the fact that your magic is unlocked and you're immortal, you can pass in and out of the spirit world, into the ghost world, into the spirit world, at will. And you can cast magic. But that also means that you've now got to face the magical things, the supernatural things that are out there. And there are some quite scary and fearsome things out there. Now along the way we'll be finding these law. Now the law can put people off at first because it is just so confusing. It seems like random gibberish. It just annoys new people to be honest. But it does all slowly pull together. The more and more you learn about it, the more you investigate, it does begin to make a sense. You do begin to find a story there. But at first, especially the bees, the bees will drive you mad. But you're only getting fragments. Now, this first piece we'll pick up here. And we'll click on it and have a look. And this here is a morning light tent. I'll go around and have a look at that in a moment for you. It's a piece of lore from the global category, from the morning light, and you can see there's 10 pieces of lore to this, and you can get achievements, sometimes rewards for collecting everything, and you learn more about the story. Now we've unlocked lore entry number 3 about the morning light. The morning light are a sort of what seems like a bit of a religious cult, maybe, but we'll learn more about those along the way too. For the time being, it says, their posters and stalls adorn every city, their pamphlets blow through every street. In the wind and the flutter the pages say, ready for the truth, ready for change, become who you always wanted to be. Who you always wanted to be. How bright is your future? Talk to us and find out. Release your inner potential and disrupt the harmful cycle of modern life. Discover your beauty within. We are all made of stars. The end is nigh, but the end is only the beginning. Walk with us into the sunrise. And we'll go around and we'll just have a look. The morning light is a faction that you will learn more about later on in the story.
Hello?
Hello. But what we can do here is we can take a personality test. Mind, be quiet, I'm talking. We will, and we'll take this personality test to see a little bit about, find out a little bit more about Little Boo.
Welcome to the Morning Light Personality Test. Let's analyze your true being.
Please make a section 1. Begin personality assessment. So we'll type in 1 to begin.
The questions are designed to peel back your constructed layers. Please answer as openly as you can. Let's find out who you really are.
This is a bit of fun. Which of your following best describes your attitude towards plastic cutlery? It's convenient, it's ineffective, it's cheap, it's a marvel. I think plastic cutlery is ineffective. Which of the following would you most rather not do? Sit through a poetry reading, join a book club, see a psychiatrist, or go to a baseball game? Well, I'd rather not sit through a poetry reading. When was the last time you cried? In the past week, in the past month, in the past year? I can't remember. We'll say Little Boo cried maybe in the past month. Which city would you most like to visit? Tokyo, Montreal, Warsaw or Bangkok? Well, Tokyo is a major feature in this story. You may have heard as we entered London, there has been a terrorist attack in Tokyo, downtown Tokyo.
Is this about that American werewolf? Because he's quite tame, really.
Did you hear that? He says, is this about that American werewolf? Because he's quite tame, really. Yes, yes. We'd most like to visit Tokyo. Which city would you least like to visit? Bangkok, Montreal, Warsaw or Tokyo? I have no preference at all, so we'll pick 3. Sorry, Warsaw. Have to pick one of them. What would make you the most anxious? The first day of a new job, waiting in line for a roller coaster, asking a stranger for their number, or making a speech at a wedding. I think number 1 would definitely make me the most nervous. I love roller coasters. Oh, am I a roller coaster addict? Where do you see yourself in 5 years? I'll be dead. I'll be exactly where I am now. I can't imagine, or exactly where I want to be. I can't imagine where I'll be in 5 years now that the secret world's opened up to us and we don't know what's ahead of us. Which of the following would most interest you? Power over language, visual beauty, obscene wealth, or none of it? That's it. Well, I think Little Boo here is more interested in protecting other people. She's more interested in using her newfound powers for the greater good. So we're going to say she wants none of those. Which colour best represents your inner self? Red! I'm dressed all in red. I've got red hair. White, orange, black or blue? Well, definitely white. She sees herself as the White Knight, helping save everybody.
This is it. This is who you are. The data is in. Thank you for participating. Your data is now on record forever.
You are a stranger to yourself. Lingering on the outskirts of your own dark soul, you have often stared at the mirror and been afraid. You scare yourself, and frankly you scare us. But you cannot hold off the intimacy forever. We will not run as others have run. We will welcome you. You just need to welcome yourself. Yeah. So Little Boo's a bit afraid of the potential within her, because she knows that there's something very scary in there. So, look, train went past up on the top, and I'm pointing at it and you can't see me pointing. But this here's London. May Queen Market Street. So let's have a wander round.
I've seen you before. In a dream. No, not that kind of dream.
Let's change to combat. There's the Albion Theatre somewhere we can go in, but we're going to have just a wander round. We're going to wander around London for this first little bit before we go to the opening tutorial. So let's have a look down here.
Nothing to see.
No, nothing to see down here. It pays to explore everywhere in this game. Really pays to explore everywhere because you don't know where you're going to find. This is Ealdwick. We don't know where we're going to find pieces of lore hidden away. You get achievements for exploring which have rewards to them. Now over here there's the Old Horned God. That's a pub we can go in. A bar, go in there and talk to people, and there's some interesting people in there. We're going to have a look down here. But look at the detail in some of the shops. It's beautiful. The town, well, the city of London here. Is there anything down there? Can be a bit laggy sometimes in London because all the players are here. Nope. The Burnt Offerings Bakery. What a great name. Let's head into here. Now straight away, look at what we're going to see here. This is the Haitian market. That's not something you'll see every day, is it? A guy with great big claws, iron claws, and some sort of demon thing. Now as you can see up there, there's a piece of lore as well. I have to figure out how to get that. It's going to be interesting. I wonder if you can stand on the railing and somehow just about jump onto there and up. Should we try it? This game, if you haven't got patience, this is definitely not something for you. Let's see, can I get on that? Let's try here.
Bones of deep, cauldrons crumble, witches.
Can I get up to that? I don't know. We'll have to see. Maybe I'm doing it from entirely the wrong place there. Is there any other way I can get around to it? Don't think so. I think that's going to have to be some sort of very lucky, clever jump from on there, but we'll see about that. We'll probably see about that later anyway when we come back to London, because we'll be coming back here for other stuff.
Do you walk the left hand?
Now look at this demon here. Isn't this something impressive? Now that really is a horned god. Let's see. Just calls him civilian. Now, under the lore and achievements one of the reasons I'm looking around for exploration, under the hubs, for London, which is nicknamed Roundabout, for the achievement, if you explore all, if you find all 5 of the places, you'll get a bit of an achievement. So it's always worth to wander around and have a look. We'll carry on down this way through the Haitian market now. And we find Dark Side. Dark Side is some very creepy alleyways with upper areas. Lots of places to explore. Well, there's a gun shop. Aha. Here's another piece of lore. Let's pick this up. Now, as I say, the Templars, the story unfortunately takes a little while to really get going. But believe me, when we get to Kingsmouth and you're dealing with this mysterious fog, oh, it becomes something really special in my eyes. I certainly think the story is just incredible. I can't praise it high enough. There we've unlocked entry number 8 for the Templars, is it? Yes, for the Templars, the Goulburn faction. Hubris never goes unrewarded. The Illuminati tickled their web, and King Philip IV and Pope Clement V danced. They accused the Templars of heresy. Many knights burned. From above they twinkled like stars. The king was free of his Templar debt and pocketed their little pretty treasures. So the Templars were betrayed by the Illuminati, or outmaneuvered by the Illuminati, probably is more of a better way to put it, in the past. as you'll learn that King owed a debt to the Templars, and the Illuminati gave him another option, and rather than pay the debt, accused him of heresy. As you can see, there's more lore up and around. To get up to that one, we've got to go all the way back and round. Let's get this one. Another Templars. Listen to that. Let's see. Where is it? Here we go. Entry number 10. Listen. In that alley, the neon crucifix flickers, humming a prayer. It forgot the words. Do you hear? Humming a prayer because... Time passes. First with silence and then with a roar. The Templars grew. Real estate, military contacts, political mind shares. They hurled the Illuminati from the continent. Righteous rage. The children of Eye and Pyramid fled to the New World and never came back. So the Templars recovered from the being outcast, grew into a very powerful organisation in the old world, but the Illuminati fled to the New World and to better opportunities there. Oh, look. That poor person's not had a good day. Now we came through that way, so let's carry on round. We're going to go down here into the sewer system. The sewer system that is actually called the Basil Jet. For those of you that don't know, the London sewer system was an incredible feat of engineering. Oh, it's an amazing story if you listen to if you look into history and find out about why the London sewer system was necessary and what it took to construct it. But it was done by a man called Joseph Bazalgette, if I remember correctly, whose one of his descendants went on to bring the TV show Big Brother to the UK. So, not all good. One more piece of lore about the Templars, because we're in London, it's where you're going to pick up most of it. On the grim grime alley floor, a dying man rises under the crucifix glow. Its tattered wings, soaked heavy with blood, flap and spasm like a fallen angel who forgot the way home. Can you hear the buzzing of the wings? Some of the lore is very, very abstract until you know more and more about the story and more about what's happening. Look up there. Nope. Let's carry on. We're going to come out of the of the sewers now, near the temple. Law entry number 14. Warning: holy radiation poisoning imminent. Listen to the riddle in the vibration of the broken wings. What is the price of conviction? Initiate the Nietzsche syntax. Those who seek monsters can become monsters, and in the secret world, the abysses not only stare back, they bite. Those who seek monsters can become monsters. Very, very, very powerful line that, I think. We'll head this way around through the back alleyways underneath the Temple Club, and we've now found Temple Court, which means we've completed Roundabout. We've found all 5 places in Roundabout. We found the Bazalgette, the sewers, we found Darkside with its wooden walkways. This is Temple Court where we are now, and we've been through the Haitian market where the demon was, and Ealdwick is where the train station is. which we'll be going to shortly. Another piece of Templar lore. Lore entry number 12. Listen, something is happening. They hum. The crossed ones have always been wary of magic, yet many are the magi among them. The Templars are the crossed ones because they wear the cross, of course. They control the largest occult library in this world. Old books open. Worlds older than geological bodies are read. The muscles of the Templars army tense. The dark days are here, and they always knew they would be, as they have trained for since they gathered in the shadow of Babel. So the Templars know darkness is coming, and they're prepared throughout the centuries to fight it. Now, don't think I need to go that way to pick up any more lore for the time being. So what I'm going to go back down here is I'm going to go back and do what is basically the tutorial for the game. It teaches you
Quaint part of town, magical, the estate agent said. But he meant magic with a K.
yes, magic with a K, the very fancy magic. There's a couple of lore here, so we'll pick these up while we're here before we go to the tutorial. There's one inside this Roman whale record shop. I have music turned off, but of course that's more for YouTube and for my own thing because of my hearing. But the music in this game is something that you should listen to too. Again, Templars. Lore entry number 13. Listen, sweetings, do you hear? When the lions of the secret world roar, the others listen. Some call them fanatics and zealots. Again, the Templars, the lions of the secret world, but definitely fanatics and zealots. To Templarize, evil reigns over compromise and corruption, so there's not going to be compromising from us. Therefore, their empire must be incorruptible, must be uncompromising. They must suffer no demons to live. Measuring the length one must go to is redundant when there are no limits. In other words, whatever it takes to get the job done, the Templars will do. Whatever it takes. Be that necessarily a good thing or a bad thing. Pop inside the coffee shop. Just pick up this lore here.
Oh, you can pass as a normal person. Absolutely.
Lore entry number 2. Initiate geomancy. There is power in bisecting lines. Stand at a crossroads and feel the thrum of energy in the 90-degree angles.
Is this about that American werewolf? Because he's quite tame, really.
There's the American werewolf one again. There's actually quite a lot of supernatural stories revolving around crossroads. Any of you that watch the TV series,
pass through the dark side, I'm afraid.
any of you watch the TV series Supernatural will have know a bit about the lore of Crossroads, where pacts were said to be done with demons and spirits in the past and everything. Listen, preternatural dramas all around you. The city is a honeycomb of horror, each cell barely cognizant of the others. Black feathers in a playground, the odd stain on the sidewalk, the flicker flash of a winged thing in the headlights, the vagrant holding of a wriggling bag, the moans from an apartment above, glimpses. Do you hear that? Are you afraid? Now, several of those things you'll actually find coming along in Kingsmouth. Black feathers in a playground, stains on the sidewalk, wriggling bag. We'll have to see. Sometimes the stuff doesn't become clear until much later, sometimes it becomes clear right away, and sometimes there's a lot of stuff hidden in here. This is a game full of secrets and metagaming, real world references, actual stuff you have to look up on the internet. Right. we're at the Prophet Square. So I'm going to go forward now and listen to the Prophet, and that will take us into basically the game's tutorial, teaching you about the different combat abilities. So I'll see you
look
on the next
different in the
episode.
fairy tales.